Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Dexter, and Hot Toys has ended the week out with another figure announcement. Not really an announcement because we already knew this was coming. But we have Wednesday from Wednesday. Um, I talked about this sorry. I talked about this figure tease last week, and so here we are looking at it. This is kind of my first time reacting to it because I saw the notification this morning, and kind of didn't really care too much. I already said I wasn't gonna get this figure. Um, but yeah, let's have a look. I am still very surprised they're going ahead with this. Right off the bat, um, not too impressed. Not to say it looks bad or anything. It definitely doesn't look bad, but it's just not my cup of tea. It's just not doesn't fit into my wheelhouse. It doesn't really do anything like anything crazy. I think the biggest selling point that they had to nail was the Jenna Ortega likeness, and I think it's there somewhat. I don't know. It doesn't really look. I mean, you can obviously tell it's her, but I don't know. To me, it's not really the strongest likeness, especially like right there. Just that doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't really look like her, or at least looks like a very young version of her. Which I don't know how old she's supposed to be in the show, but yeah, I did say that I thought that she was going to be rooted hair, and I was surprised that it wasn't. So that's kind of a little bit of a shocker, but not really, because I guess that would be a lot of labor for Hot Toys to do an artisan figure on a figure they don't know if it's going to sell much. I hope this figure sells. I hope if everyone wants it, I hope they get it. But yeah, very simple outfit. Of course, we have the hand, the little hand gestures are cool, very detailed. You can see. And what I will say, what this figure has going for is she has a very very monotone, not monotone, just very like stiff look, like in the at least like in her facial expression. But that's what Wednesday goes for. That's what her whole vibe is. So I think with that being said, they definitely nailed that for sure. Um, but I guess you could argue that's kind of the bare minimum. um, looks like the tailoring's not too bad. Um, yeah, I mean that looks a little bit. That looks more like Jenna. That looks more like her. Um, yeah, hair looks very great too. Very well done. I think the braids look a little like surprisingly in the teaser image it looked a lot more real, but now I don't know, it's in this lighting or whatever, it looks a lot more plasticky. But up top it looks a lot more real. That looks a lot more lifelike. Looks really good. It fits really well. Um, yeah. So I mean, tailoring looks great. Let's see. She has a backpack attachment, look or accessory book. Um, if you're posing this figure, see that's a better look with the seat, the hand. That's really cool. Um, yeah, I think the whole outfit's cool. She comes with her. I don't know. Is that a cello? I'm pretty sure. Um, I do like the bass. That's kind of surprising. Hot Toys would do that. And I do actually have a gripe with this figure. I was for sure this would be like a magnetic base, but it is not a magnetic base. And that's really odd considering that she's wearing like a whole skirt, that a long skirt. You would think that they wouldn't do a crotch grabber, but they did, which is just so. Hopefully, maybe it's not as big of a deal as I think it is, but that you would just think that would kind of ruin the look of the skirt. I don't know, um, but I do like the base as simple as it is. I think that's all it needed to be. I think it's cool. I think it should have been magnetic though, but You know, I don't know how expensive magnets are for Hot Toys, so who knows. Um, yeah, I mean, there's really just not a whole lot you can really do with this figure. I mean, it's cool. If you are a Wednesday fan, I'm sure you are, you know, definitely gonna get this figure, and you know, all for you. Um, yeah, the cello's cool. I do like the umbrella. I wish they'd show that a little bit more. That's really cool. Um, I don't know what that is, but that's pretty cool looking. Um, all right. Comes with that little device. That's cool. So it seems like she comes with a decent bit of accessories. And there's different there are different hands. I guess I probably could have noticed that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this is everything she comes with. Like I said, I will be getting this for sure, but it is definitely a very detailed looking figure. I will say that the tailoring looks pretty well done. Um, the I can see the likeness, like especially like in that photo on the top right. I can see that. Um, it just depends on the angle, depends on the eye placement, depends on the lighting, and I mean we've often seen times where like these Hot Toys photos, these announcement photos, they don't do the likeness the best justice because sometimes the lighting is very harsh. Um, it's not until we get, you know, some either I mean, I hate to say the blogger photos, but sometimes the secret base photos and stuff like that that really brings the likeness out more. But yeah, guys, if you're gonna be getting this Wednesday figure, let me know in the comments. Like I said, happy for you. It definitely doesn't look like a bad piece. So I'm glad Hot Toys is dipping their toes into other markets, or not other markets, but other genres, other properties. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below if you're going to be getting this figure. And I will catch y'all later.